Well, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing in our series of videos with respect to information, inspiration, education, guidance, and advice to converts, Noahides, and Baalei Tshuva, people who are returning, Jews who are returning to Judaism and to a religious life. And I'm reminded, spoke in the last video, about scholars, people who achieve lofty heights of education and knowledge, but somehow in so doing have removed themselves from life to a certain extent. And that in turn reminded me of something that the Baal Shem Tov once said to his disciples. He says, now that I've climbed so many rungs in the service of God, I've let go of them all, and I hold on to a simple faith of making myself a vessel for God. And he's continued, it is indeed written, the simple believeth every word. This is in the book of Proverbs 14:15. But it is also written, the Lord preserves the simple. Psalm 116, verse 6. And in these short little snippets of verses from Proverbs and Psalms, the simple believe every word, and the God preserves the simple. This was one of the great things that the Baal Shem Tov and the Hasidic movement brought to the world. There was at one point, and there's sometimes to a certain extent today, this misconception that to be a pious person, to be truly connected to God, is something that could only be done by scholars, by people who spend all day learning, and all the volumes, the books, the Mishnah, the Gemara, the Shulchan Aruch, the Medrash, so many things that you have to learn. And it's only through there, the misconception goes, only through this means can someone truly connect with God. The breath of fresh air that the Baal Shem Tov brought to the world was that a simple person can serve God, can be a vessel for God, and not without having to be a Torah scholar. You don't have to be a Talmid Chacham. You don't have to be this great, wise, learned person. A simple, plain, everyday person can serve God with joy and song and dance, and can connect with the Creator just as much as the biggest scholar. The person who operates on the most basic level, someone who's just beginning, someone who's converting, someone who's a Noahide and is coming to God, someone who didn't have the benefit of an observant childhood, is now coming as an adult, or who has strayed and is coming back. That person can connect with the Creator simply by talking. Hisbodus, talking to God as you would talk to a close personal friend. Pouring your heart out to God with truth, simplicity, honesty, faith. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing. You don't have to be a scholar to get to God. You should study, of course. You should learn, always. But don't think that is the only way to connect to the Creator, because it's not. If you're just beginning and you're so intimidated by all the things you have to learn, converts especially, I'm talking to you, potential converts, people who are going through the process or thinking of going through the process, and you start to realize just how much there is to learn. Don't be discouraged, be excited. Think of all the things that you're going to pick up. And no matter what stage you are in your faith, as long as you're moving forward, you can always connect to the Creator. We're going to be doing more videos along these lines. please come back. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope you're finding them inspirational. And until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.